and welcome to Pulse of Fisdom with Nirmal Bang. I'm Avinash. Now, SaaS Fintech platform Zaggle recently posted a threefold increase in its profit numbers. Revenue growth has been steady. They've also spoken about some recent tie-ups and M&A opportunities. So let's understand what's in store. We have Mr. Avinash Godkhindi. He is the MD and CEO at Zaggle, now joining in. Thank you so much. And it's been a great quarter. There's been an increase in your transaction volumes. Your overall net profit has jumped quite significantly. Will this traction continue, and what led to the steady performance?
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on the show, Avan. I think you summed it up nicely. The key contributors have been the tailwinds that our business is seeing. The fact that we've become the largest spend management company in India. And everybody wants to work with a leader. We are stable, we are listed, we are profitable. We work with 14 banks today, banks like SBI Cards, ICICI, Axis, Kotak, DBS, HSBC, some of the best names in the street. And we work with some of the best corporates. We just signed a slew of corporate customers, including Big Basket. We have Dr. Batras, Berkowitz, Subway. A whole host of companies across industries and segments. So that sort of adds to the momentum and confidence of the customers that, hey, this is a stable company and these products are world class. So why not work with them?
And you've got analysts across the board that are raising your overall EBITDA estimates for FY26 and 27 by 40 to 70 basis points. Are these projections correct?
So our guidance is fairly clear on the EBITDA side, Avan. We've said that, in 3 to 4 years' time, by end of this financial year, we would be in an adjusted EBITDA range of about 15 to 16%, right? And that's a fairly clear path for us because you see the margin expansion always follows the revenue expansion and the gross margin expansion. And we are seeing both of these trends in our business clearly. And operating leverage is huge in a fintech business, in a SaaS fintech business. So that's started to kick in gradually. Obviously, there's always a lag between the operating leverage kicking in and the growth in the revenues.
Right, and you've also spoken about, looking at inorganic growth opportunities. There have been strategic alliances and partnerships. How will that boost your revenue growth?
Yeah, on the strategic alliances, let me take an example, right? So we just signed a contract with Strada yesterday. Strada is both a domestic and an international contract. So they have customers on the HR tech side across the world. Strada has gone through many avatars. It used to be called earlier Aeon Hebit, Alight, and now they're called Strada, right? Of course, the organization has gone through its own journey, but they have a large customer base. They want to be able to bring in our expense management and benefit solution to their corporate customers. They have some of the largest companies as their customers across the globe. And that's a clear case of, and we've had Aeon Hebit as a customer in India for about 5 years now, right? So they're very familiar with the solution. They're very comfortable with it, very happy with it. I'd like to believe, and so these are the kind of partnerships that are now seeing the light of the day because of our size, of our stability, of us being a listed company. The same entity which was a customer for us a few years ago today is both a customer and a partner, right? And it's larger group. So that's on the strategic partnership side. Coming to the inorganic piece, yes, we are actively looking at opportunities. There are quite a few fintech companies and companies in the SaaS fintech space, adjacent spaces, which are coming at a very reasonable market today, given what's happening to the ecosystem, the funding winter on the private side. That opens up a lot of opportunities for us, and we're looking at companies who potentially be a tech-led company, which may have even a license like an NBFC or something. We're open to that.
And there are a lot of M&A opportunities as well that you're eyeing. Can you tell us a little bit more as to whether you've zeroed in on anything and what the game plan is on this front?
So we're, as I said, engaged in very active conversations, and we've also, got a board approval for a QIP. which is a combination of debt and equity for up to 950 crores. The shareholder approval is awaited, and that's something which again adds credence to what we've been talking on the M&A side.
You had also announced a fundraise of about 950 crore rupees. Tell us more about that and what it'll be utilized for. Do you have any more fundraising plans lined up?
So, Avand, it's an enabling resolution. As I mentioned, we've got the board approval. We await the shareholders' approval. It's a combination of debt and equity. Post the shareholder approval, I'm given to understand the approval stands for a year. And depending on the market conditions, depending on the opportunities available, it's up to 950 debt and equity. So we have a lot of flexibility there as to how we go about it, assuming the shareholder approval comes in.
And there's also Zaggle International Payments. It is a good and big opportunity for you. What's the timeline in place and how do you foresee it as a great opportunity for Zaggle?
Yeah, so this is a very exciting space. We see deep profit pools in Forex in general. And we've already partnered with Axis Bank. We've partnered with Nishi Forex to launch co-branded Forex cards. And we partnered with Wall Street Forex. We also have a partnership with Skydo for SMBs to receive payments from their international customers. So we're trying to create a whole ecosystem where if you're traveling abroad, you have an expense management system given by Zaggle. You have your card domestically, which is either a prepaid card or a corporate credit card. Why should we use any other interface when you travel abroad? The same app, the same card reconciliation, etc., should work for you. Because Avan, today, when you get a Zaggle card and a Zaggle app, you can actually scan your bills on the app against a card transaction. So in our app, you can actually see line by line, just like a mobile banking app, the transaction information, which we fetch from the bank's system through APIs. Below that, we publish a button called Upload Bills. So through that bill, you can actually scan your bills and we match off your amount, your date, your time, your merchant name against the card feed. So it's an automatic reconciliation that we offer to corporates. That becomes very powerful when you're giving it to a corporate, but they would want all their employee spends to come on that, right? So when the employee is traveling abroad, they would want her to scan her bills in the same app and match it off against the card transactions there as well. So we see a lot of demand coming in there. We also see demand coming in for vendors who receive domestically payments from our anchor corporates to get that same convenience when they receive payments from their international customers, to have it on the same dashboard and same platform.
And you've also spoken about your client additions with a large user base. So what have been your recent client additions? How do you see that growing?
So client additions have been very strong, Avan, and we're focusing on large enterprise accounts, which clearly seems to be a good strategy. It's working well for us. We've seen tremendous momentum kick in. Some of the names are all out there in the public, the larger ones. And we see tremendous opportunity open up. Some of our well-respected competitors have, gone through some challenges. One of them again got sold recently. It was in popular press. So a lot of their enterprise customers are reaching out to us now because enterprise customers need a choice on the travel side, right? And we have a slew of travel partners, whether it's Ease My Trip, RIA, FCM. We recently signed up with TBO Paxis. Yatra has been a partner with us for long. So an enterprise customer always wants options on the travel side because the travel is a large budget item for a corporate, right? For an enterprise customer, the likes that we serve, the travel budget can run into hundreds of crores a year. So they want competition. They want to de-risk themselves from being dependent on only one service provider. And through our self-booking tool and our platform, we are able to offer to corporates the choice of being able to redeem, being able to book their travel from multiple travel providers.
And I want to deep dive into those alliances with mobile wear technologies, for instance, Founderlink Technologies. Tell us about what this brings to the table with the company in terms of your product offerings and a more comprehensive solution for revenue streams.
Yeah, so mobileware, the whole thought process is that there's a great capability that mobileware has built around UPI, and we are bullish on credit on UPI. We believe credit on UPI is going to become a very big enabler for anchor-led supply chain financing in the coming quarters. Right. The government is also pushing a lot for SME lending. The Honorable FM has recently announced that she is likely to increase the targets, the priority sector lending targets for banks and other institutions for SMEs, MSMEs, and that's great news for us because we have a large base of SMEs who are either vendors to our corporate customers or they are channel partners like a dealer, distributor, retailer for a anchor corporate, right? So today we sit with a very large base of over 500,000 active SMEs on our base who actually are looking for credit, and we believe that some of these partnerships will allow us to be able to give access to that credit to them.
And as a company, you guys have had a great journey. You IPO'd very recently. Your results have been robust. What is the messaging that you want to give players, especially within this space, when it comes to making a debut on the stock market?
I think I want a few things that we've seen which have worked well for us, and we'd like to share our learnings. One is we've always believed in being frugal, nimble, and humble. Right? This mantra sort of works. I think is an all-weather mantra. Even when times are bad, this will hold you in good stead. When times are good, obviously it works well. The other thing I think is effective communication to the larger investor community, engaging with media well, engaging with your investors on a frequent basis. I think too many companies are very afraid of engaging with their investors and the media, in the fear that you may say something wrong. I think as long as you're honest and you're balanced and grounded, I think it's a great way to tell your story, because Zaggle pre-listing was not very well known as a company apart from our customers and our prospective customers and our small circle, right? And by DNA we are frugal, so we couldn't bring ourselves to spend hundreds of crores on marketing our brand. So opportunities like speaking to you on your channel are great opportunities for us to be able to take our story to the wider audience, and I think IPOs allow you that opportunity, and companies should take advantage of it.
Wonderful. It's been so nice interacting with you. Thank you for joining in.
Thank you so much, Avan. Always a pleasure.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon to never miss an update from Nirmal Bang.